Alright, it's all. My name is André, and welcome back to Dyson Sphere program. So, in the last video, we finished the video by making one of these, one planetary logistics station. Now, I have spent some time. I have no idea how much, but I've spent. I usually just grab the game, start the game, since there is absolutely no risk of death or any anything bad happening. You can just open the game and just let it be for half an hour, a day, whatever, and nothing happens. So I opened the game, and while I was doing other things, I ended up building 3 more of these. And on this video, what I want to do is I want to show you guys how to use this. Well, how I use this to make everything work. So the usual message. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here, if you can. Hit the like button, and also, if you can, also watch the video until the end. So, planetary logistics station. So the way they work, I've shown you guys how this works, but I'm going to show you again. The way this works is very simple. You place it somewhere. Boom. And basically you have 3 inputs or outputs. You have 3 items that you can put in here. And every item can either be supplying, which means that you have to put items here and they will be supplied to other planetary or to other logistics stations, either planetary or interplanetary. Or you can do it as demand. And what it will happen is it will try to get from other logistics systems or stations, it will try to get this item. So if you click here, it will reset and it will remove the item. This is the maximum charging power. So when you place one of these towers, it will start to draw power to charge itself. It will do that by hitting a maximum of 12 megawatts, and it will draw power by that. If for any reason you have a power that doesn't support that, or you don't want to do that, I have another planetary logistics. Oh, I was making another one. Okay. You can lower this value and it will charge slowly. Now, the big disadvantage of this is that if you have a logistics station that is heavy traffic, it's doing a lot of things, you might not have enough power. If you put this at a lower value, you might not have enough power to charge the drones that you have here. So basically the logistics station uses drones to either send or get items. Okay, the transport range of drones, I have never actually messed with this. 180 degrees. I have no idea what this is, so I won't talk about it. Does it say? No. This says something. This doesn't have a label. Now this is the minimum load of drones. So basically what happens is each drone has a capacity. So currently, and you can increase that with technology research. Currently the drone capacity is 25 items and it travels at 8 meters per second. What you can say is the drone can only leave this station if it will either send or get at least 10% of that. So you can't get 10% of 25, but let's round it up. So 3 items. So if you, for some reason, 3 items are available at another station, this drone will get it. Okay. Of course, you can move that up to 100%. So this drone will only leave if it will get 25 items. Okay, so be careful with that, because it might do a lot of unnecessary trips, because it will get, if you have a station that it's constantly getting items, one per second. So one drone will leave this every 3 seconds, instead of just leaving once every 30 seconds, and it will get 10 times that amount. You know what I mean? So play with that. Okay, now the way I do things is I choose a spot. Now, but hey, one very special thing about these items. They don't need to be charged in order to get or send, no, to have input or output items through the conveyor belts. So you can have this without any charge, and it can be receiving items by a conveyor belt. Okay, and it can also be sending items through a conveyor belt here at no cost in power. And it can also be it can be used as a storage. If you say that, for instance, let's assume that I'm storing iron ingots. Okay, this is not powered. Then I have another logistics station. Sorry, I'll place it here. And in this logistics station, I'll say that I want the ingots, but I want to do the demand. If this one is charged, and if this one has drones, even if this one is discharged or it has no drones, this will get the items from this. So if you have a logistics station that its only purpose is to supply something, you don't need to put any drones on it or charge it. You can put it a bit away from the power line so that it doesn't draw any power. So you'll basically have a storage facility. That's it. And it's very useful. Okay, that's actually the way I kind of do things. Here's how I do my thing. So let's first take a look at how we have things here. If we kind of take a look here, we have iron, coal, iron, stone. Okay, since we are at the moment in the very beginning of the game, we don't have the high speed conveyor belts. Okay, because when you have higher speed conveyor belts, things change a bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place one of these here, like so. And let's do it like this. Okay. Let's see if I have space. Okay, I think I do. Yeah. Okay. So what I'll do is, well, I don't need to. Okay. So here's what I'll do. I'm gonna grab this, and then I'm gonna send things like so. Okay, like so. Okay. Then I'm gonna say, okay, you're gonna receive iron ore. Okay, you're gonna be supplying iron ore. And once they do this, let me just let them do that. Boom, boom, boom. Almost done. There you go. Let's just finish this part here. Done, done, and done. Okay, so now this will start receiving iron ore. Okay? And the way we want things to happen is like this. Let me just show you guys. Okay, here's how I do things. You need to make sure that the belts that you're inputting into the logistics station are enough to handle all of the materials that you're putting. Okay, if you take a look at this, this is dropping the items. Okay, it's going to start to... Okay, but you can clearly see that one belt to sustain these four is not enough. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to change things like this. I'm going to grab this. Then I'm going to say you are going to come here like this. Like that. You. So we have one going here. This one will actually go... Oops. This one actually go like this. Okay. Voila. you'll go this way. Actually, you'll go this way. Like so. Let's remove this. And you will go like this. Okay? There you go. Okay, so now I have 4 lines of iron ore that are being sent to one logistics system. Okay? So as you can see, I am, even though they are not exactly filling one belt, but they are almost filling one belt. Okay? So by separating 4 lines, I'm actually accelerating the rate at which I'm getting the iron ore by a lot. So we have 4 items being received here. Let me just do this. Let's make a few more. Let me grab this and just... So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to put another iron ore thingy here. Okay. This. The best way you can do is actually make... you should try to make your iron thingy grab... This one is grabbing 6 veins, this is grabbing 7. So 6 is kind of the minimum. I don't usually care much about that. But if you want to try to maximize things, make 6 your minimum number. Okay, do I have soil? Yes. Let's just do this. There you go. Okay. So let's grab this. Place it like this. Let's like this. You are 6 and you are 7. Okay, now the way I'm gonna do this is kind of the same way that I did there. So I'm gonna place it like this and that. This and there. This and that. Okay, so we have 3 lines in here. I'm going to do the same here. You know, I could almost place another one here. So let's just do more. Oh, 30. I have stone, don't I? Let's grab stone from here, and stone from here, and stone from here. Grab this and just make 1, 2, 3. Okay. That's faster. Okay, let's grab this and just... Okay, that should do it. Now grab this. Wait. Okay. And you have... how many? 6. Good. So I'm gonna grab a line. I'm gonna start with this. I'm gonna say you're gonna go here. Like this. There. You're gonna go here. Like this. There. You're gonna go here. Like this. And there. Okay. So now, let's finish this. Let's go here. We're gonna need power. Let's put it here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, let's grab power. Now, I'm going to be careful in this. I don't know how much this costs. 90 kilowatts. Okay. Because I've seen a YouTuber. His name is Nilaus. He's a very good Dyson Sphere Program YouTuber, and he says that he uses this system. So in order to extend the antennas, instead of using these, he every now and then uses one of these. You know, it has a lot of range, like this, and he grabs another one like this, and he puts it like this. So instead of using like 6 antennas, I'm only using, well, in this case 2 over here, but let's assume that I would only use 1 here. So I'm using 1, 2, 3, and I cover a lot more range. So as you can see, this is idle. Okay, sorry, this is not charging, this is not doing anything. But this will be my main source of iron. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go to some place that it's useful. Okay, let's remove this. Let's see if I don't do. There you go. Okay. Okay. So basically, what I'm doing is, let me just. Do I have any research to be done? I don't think so. Let me just check, because I think everything needs yellow now, right? Right. Let's see the upgrades. I think the upgrades also need more things. Yeah, they all need yellow or something else. Yeah, okay. Okay. 129. I have. Okay, you are making these. You are making these. I'm just trying to see if I can clear that line there, where apparently it's going to be hard. So the way I do this is I'm going to go to somewhere that I have space. Okay, let's go here, for instance. And this is what I'll do. I'm going to place a second logistic thing here. Let's, for instance, put it here. Okay. And it's going to be, and it's going to, see, it's charging already. If you take a look at the power drain, it's kind of steep. It's draining a lot of power. So this is gathering power. And I'm going to place, I don't know, let's start with 10 drones. Okay, like this. And I'm going to say that I want to get iron ore. That's demand. Okay. And it's going to start to grab. If you follow the drones, they will be very slow for now. Really, really, really slow. But they will come here. One of these days, there they come. They will come here and they will grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, it's 10. As you can see, they will start to remove. See that? And off they go. Now, since each one of them only takes a maximum amount of 25, let's go back. This is not exactly super amazing, but it will do the job. Of course, you can just spam this and put all of the drones that you have. Look at the power going down. See that? That's why you need to sometimes increase the power. There they go. And once they get here, they'll just put everything that you need. Okay, now. While they build that up, my eye is itchy. Okay. While they fill that up, nothing. Let's start doing things. Okay. So on this thing, what will I do? I'm gonna say I want to get the iron ore, but I'm gonna supply iron ingots. Okay? And the way I do it is very simple. I grab this. By the way, you can actually do this. If you, the first time that you, so when you are grabbing or you're building a conveyor belt from a logistic and many things, and a building that has more items that you can extract from, you have like this filter. If you press tab, it will cycle through them. So I want to grab iron ore. I'm going to do it like this. Okay. This is my iron ore conveyor. So then I'll grab a smelter. Let's put it. Okay, and I'm gonna do this. I want to send. This is my input. Sorry, this is my output. I'm outputting iron ore, and this is my input. I'm inputting iron ingots. Okay, I'm gonna do it like this. And I'm gonna say, go here, here, and here. Even though I will most likely not use that space, I'm just gonna leave one here, because who knows. Let's do this, this, and this. Okay. Now I can actually do this and this. Okay. So I get here and I say, okay, you're gonna produce iron ingots. Let's grab from here and place it here. Okay. And let's build 1, 2, 3. Let's grab this and ooh. Okay, let's make 20 of them. Okay, there you go. Let's do it like this and just place one of them here-ish. Okay. There you go. Okay, now this is just making things happening, and the way you do it is just grab another one. 1, 2, 3. Let's just extend this just one bit. So now I'm putting a full conveyor here. Y'all. So the way this works, and this is why the logistics station is not just a storage, and it's an amazing thing. Oops, my phone, nothing. My phone just vibrated. The way you can do this is, as you can see, we have quite a few, and I can just say like this. I'm gonna grab this, and I'm gonna send another line. There you go. And I'm gonna grab this. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna make it like this, 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 this. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If I do this, okay, almost, okay. So, one logistics station is doubling, tripling, whatever you want, my production, you know? And you can do this with as many as you want, as long as you have enough iron here. And I have 35 logistics drones, right? As long as you have drones that can keep up with the demand, you'll be able to put as many as you want, okay? And you can extend it to here, and then to here. So you can basically, you have 3, 6, 12. You have 12 exits, or you have 12 inputs or outputs on each planetary logistics station, or each logistics station. Even the big ones only have 3, only have 12. So in theory, you can have 6 production lines on per logistics station, right? So if I can keep up with the production of iron, I can keep up with the iron ingots. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same, but for magnets. Okay, And so I can... Okay, I'm gonna send all of them to my left. Okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it like so. I'm gonna grab this, and you're gonna have to go at 2. Okay. I do this so that I know. Oh, let me just grab a few more belts. So after this, as I've said, after having the logistics stations, things will get extremely, or not extreme, but it will get a lot easier. So let's just grab one of these. One. 200 plus 1. Okay. Let's go here. There you go. Let's go here and then. There you go. Boom. Okay. That way I have more space. Let's grab this. And if I'm not mistaken, it's 2, right? There you go. Let's make these. Now these actually require more because these take 1.5 seconds to produce, which means that I have 50% more time, which means that instead of 6 I can actually place 9. Okay, so the way I do it is I grab this, I'm gonna put it like this. Boomba. I'm gonna do down. There you go. What's wrong with you? Oh, sorry. Let's do it like this. There you go. It was upside down. There you go. So it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And now I can extend 3 more. So let's do it. Oop. Let's do it like this. Então. There you go. It's 1, 2. Hey, right on. Ah, amazing. I actually didn't think that this would work, and it didn't. But I'm gonna make it happen like this. There you go. So I will be filling 1 conveyor belt of magnets. There you go. So we might have actually an issue with this, but we'll just make. We are still each logistics station, or each logistics station, either planetary or interplanetary, can handle 50 drones or 10 interplanetary drones. I don't have them yet. Okay. This thruster is used on drones, logistic drones, and this thruster is used on the other drones, which are the bigger ones, which we can see. Where are you? It's the... No? No? Where are you? Oh, there you are. It's the logistics vessel. Okay? This is the second thing that we need to do. Okay, now, let me just check the time. Okay, 30 minutes. So, this is how I make my production lines. Okay? No spaghetti, no 2 miles, 3 miles conveyors. Just have a logistics station somewhere where you have power, and bring the items that you need, send the items that you want. Right? Good. Okay, so I'm gonna do the rest, offline, because I really do like to play this game, and a big part of the game is just, repeat. So I'm gonna do this for pretty much every single thing that I need, be it copper, everything, since red cubes, blue cubes, and oil and all that stuff. Okay, I'm gonna do that for everything that I need, and I'm gonna start separating things this way. Now what I can do is, especially in this time that we don't have, can I make, okay, I can only make 10. Okay, I need a copper. Let's go here-ish. Grab 100, and 100, and 100. There you go. Can we make more drones? 7. Okay, I have chips being made here. There you go. Okay, this line has been emptied, which is good. Which means that I'm gonna have to start removing everything from here and just making new things. There you go. Okay, do we have some drones? No, I'm still making the drones. Okay. Next, so as you can see here, we are putting... Of course, in this case, it might be actually helpful, but you just need to handle that. You need to see what you need. For instance, if I have drones here on my supply thing, and if I have drones on the other side, the one that's requesting things, they will be... So, they will both help each other. So, that... The other logistics station that needs the items will send drones to get the items. At the same time that this logistics station will send the items to them because it knows that it needs it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you might need, especially in these times where things are really slow for now, you might need to actually have both stations with drones so that, you see, I'm actually not being able to keep up with demand. Okay, even though my iron ingot storage has reached its limit, this is pushing the rest. Okay, that's 6. There they go. The more you put it, the more they are used to get it. The more it's being used. Okay. So, that's that. Okay, next thing. Next thing is traveling. Okay, let me just show you guys. Where's my... there you go. Okay, this is fuel for me, okay? Grab this, and this, and this. Opa. There you go. Okay. Now, where do I need to go? Let's go up. And there we go. So this is another thing. So basically, we are able to get out of our planet. You need to be very careful because you need to be aware. You see those little white... Okay, let me just... If you look at the center... Okay, let me just use my mouse for a second. Oop, oop. Okay, if you look at here, this is where you are headed, okay? You can see I'm headed to a planet. And navigation is not exactly fantastic. They really need to work that out. So, basically, if you... There it goes. Am I traveling through? Okay, I'm just going around the planet, right? Let's see if I show up on the other side. Okay, let me just go all the way down. Okay, I'm wasting energy. So basically what happens is we were on this little planet here, Theta Muscae 3, and I traveled and I flew all the way to Theta Muscae 4. Now this Theta Muscae 4 doesn't have a lot of things that I need. It does have silicon ore, okay, and silicon ore is actually something really interesting, because instead of using 10 rocks to produce 1 silicon, this is a direct line to silicon. One of these is 1 silicon, so this is the best way to actually produce silicon things. Now there is one problem, which is this is the interstellar logistics systems. system. What this will do, so the planetary logistics system is a way for you to, inside the same planet, send and get items. Okay, but it's limited to the same planet. The interstellar logistics system removes that limit. So it can even travel through entire galaxies or solar systems. Of course, in order to do that, you need another thing that we'll be discussing later on. But for now, you can use this to travel inside your solar system. Okay. So I could do this. If I had the interstellar system or interstellar logistics system, I could place logistic stations or planetary logistic stations here on Theta Muscae 4 and also in Theta Muscae 1, because Theta Muscae 1 has titanium ore and we need titanium. If I place things here on Theta Muscae 1, then if I place an interstellar logistics station, I can send those items all the way back to my planet here. So that's the next step, okay? But we are not there yet. I've been here before and I can show you, like, because of this. Where are you? There you go. I've been here before. I was actually placing a few of these. The good thing about wind turbines is that they don't need sun in order to work. The bad thing about this is that in this planet, if you take a look at this, it says wind energy ratio 80%, solar energy ratio 95%. What this means is that a wind turbine will only work at 80%, a solar panel will only work at 95%. Okay. What I like to do is I like to make what they call a power ring or power belt, whatever you call it, and I like to combine it with both wind and solar, because that way you're not only, well, if you make enough rings using solar panels, you are for sure probably gathering more power than using, because between this, in this square that I've drawn with only 4 wind turbines, you can place like, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's like 20 or 25 solar panels. Okay, so it might be much more efficient to do a power belt using solar panels instead of wind turbines. But yeah, it is what it is. Now, why did I come here in the first place? I came here because of this. As I said, silicon veins. And one of the things that I'm going to do, I'm not going to do it on video because it's kind of boring. And as I've said, I really like to play this game, and I do play this game a lot offline. And I'm going to do that today, most likely. I'm gonna build a planetary logistics system on this planet. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to gather, especially silicon, and also copper ore, because I have 11 million. Well, I'm actually going to grab everything that I can. But first, since I don't have the interplanetary station, I'm going to make the logistics stations, the planetary logistics stations, do everything. And it's going to be stored in boxes. I'm going to make lots and lots of boxes, and I'm going to store them there. So that if I ever need them, I come here, I collect like 2,000 or 3,000, and then I leave. You know what I mean? Or I can just send them to their logistics stations, because each logistics station can handle 5,000. So I'm good. So that's something that I'm going to do as well. Now, back to my little planet. Where are you? Okay, there you go. Make sure that you use that center sphere to see where you are headed. Okay. There you go. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make solar panels. Lots and lots of solar panels. So what I'm going to do, let's see, where's my... Oh, orbiting this is actually... Well, my energy power is now decreasing. Why? Oh, because it's nighttime here. Could it be? If you press the Alt key, he will drop. So in this case, it goes straight to the floor. Okay. Where's my logistics things? Okay, how are we here? You are still working, which is very, very good. Now, in order to make solar panels, let's see how much time I've spent. 40 minutes. In order to make solar panels, I need... okay. I need silicon. And I need... Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make... another planetary logistics place. Okay. So... let's do it like this. Let's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Let's remove this. Okay. Why is this full? It shouldn't be full, but okay. Let's do this. Let me just drop a few items. Oh, I can make a big one. Now the problem is, well, let me just... Ooh, nicely done. Okay. I probably lost a few items there, but it's okay. So, let's grab another logistics station. Do I have copper somewhere? I don't. Oh, we have there. Okay, so I'm going to place the logistics station kind of in the middle, like this. Bam. Okay. Done. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab this. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do this. Oh, first. Oh, I don't have much. I actually thought that I had lots more copper ore, but I don't. So this will accept copper ore. Let's just place it here. There you are. And let's just go grab this. If I do that, just do it there. Oops. Okay. I didn't mean to actually do that way, but so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I'm gonna fill these 3 and 2 from here. So let's do it like this. I need to be I need to be careful because I'm running out of space in my inventory. One of the good things about the logistics stations is that they are accessible through at a wide range. See, I'm actually quite far away from the logistics station, and I can still access it and grab its items if I want. Now, I want to... So let's do it like this. Let's grab this. So it's going to send 1, 2, 3. So if I throw this... okay. 1, right? Okay. Now let's do the same here. And grab this and do it like this. Eta. And throw it like this. This and like that. There you go. Grab this. Opa. Like this. Like this. Lack of item. That's steady. Let me just place it there. Let's grab more conveyor belts. Now things are going to stop moving because I've stopped making iron ingot there. There you go. Let's do it like this. Tunga, 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 Okay. Everything's being sent there. So we have 3 lines, and I'm gonna do the same with these 2. How much time? 45 minutes. Boom, boom, boom. There you go. Nicely done. Let's also remove this. There you go. Let's place this here. Done. Now let's send this all the way here, like so. I can actually do this and that. This and that. And there we go. So let's finish this here. So it's a very good thing to actually make more drones, and you know, these building drones, make them more and faster. But we need the yellow technology to do that. Yellow thingy. This. Okay. There you go. Make it happen. No. There you go. But in Factorio, if I'm not mistaken, the belts are made instantaneously. The drones do not make the belt unless you use it as a blueprint. In that case, I think the drones actually use it, build the conveyor belts. But when you're moving your little guy and you're making belts, they are made instantaneously. And there has been critics, or there has been comments about that. Regarding this game, that the belts should be made instantly. You might just be accustomed with Factorio, and this is not Factorio. So as you can see, we are already throwing all of the items here. And there we go. So now I can, if I want, I'll not do it right now, but I can, or I could, if I wanted to, just grab the copper from here and send them here. Okay, I do have enough space for this. At least one more I could, because this is taking 5. It's occupying 5. Oh, I could actually place another mining thing here and send it, but it is what it is. Let's just leave it like that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to clear this path here. Let's make... Well, I need coins, but let's just... I need steel. I need more steel. Where's my steel? Steel. There you go. It's over here. Let's grab steel. There you go. Let's make 20. You know, I could actually make lots more. Since I'm not doing anything, I might as well do things that I'm going to need. This is also going to be automated, of course. Okay, let's grab this. Now let's just, you know... There you go. Pumba. Okay, now I'm going to grab a logistics station. I'm going to place it here. They are not... kind of centered. There you go. Okay. Oh, they're okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put 30. And I'm going to say, I want you to grab copper thingies. And you're going to accept copper. You're going to grab copper ore, and you're going to accept copper ingots. Okay. Now, next. So this is going to start to drain my power. Oh, not apparently. So I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this. I'm going to say the same thing as I've done that. I'm going to choose this. Like this. And I'm going to put it like this, this, this. I'm going to grab just here. Just do it like this and this. And we're going to make copper. Let's put some... So let's do it like this. Boom, boom. go. So 1, 2, 3. Leave it a space for the antenna. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's grab this. Place it here. And there you go. And we're now making copper ingots. Okay. I could make the same as I've done here with this, and I'm gonna go here, Tunga, Tunga, Tunga. Okay. There you go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Grab the antenna, click in here. There you go. Ta-da! And that's how you make lots and lots of things. So now we have a bunch of copper ingots. And I can make a lot more. Okay? And while you... and as you increase your belt's speed, you can also increase the amount of smelters that you can place on each production line. So this will grow to the right, that will grow to the left. Okay, so now I have let's just remove like 200 or almost. So I have enough space. There you go. Okay, so now we're making both iron ingots and copper ingots. Now I need to make a few of these. 10. Okay, 10. Okay, 10 is enough for now. Now, what am I going to do? I am going to okay, now I can... I'm going to need a bit more space. Or I can just go and place it here. Okay, where's the equator? The equator is here. Okay, I can actually grab another one. Place it, I don't know, here-ish. Okay. Let's just grab a few of these. Because I know I'm building them. I'm going to remove them all, eventually. There you go. They are useful in places where you need power right now. Because in order to, if you go solar, you need to wait for the sun to get there. With wind, you don't. That's a good thing. So let's just do this. There you go. By the way, what I just did is a mod. It allows you to combine. You press Alt and just leave and go with the mouse, and it will make a blueprint for each one of the things that you need. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this. I'm going to place it here-ish. Boomba. There you go. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make green circuit boards. Okay. I need this, I need this, and I'm going to make this. Okay. So let's just place our 10 logistic things. Now I need 2 iron ingots and 1 copper. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to request 2,000 iron. Let's go again, 2,000, and only 1,000 of these. Okay. Let's do the demand command. Okay, go get it. And then I'm going to start making things happen. So this will be my iron ingot. Like this. This will be nothing. This will be my copper. Lack of item. A SETI. Okay, let's just grab some more. So as you can see, I'm just going to start building things by modules. Where's my conveyor belt? There you go. Let's go Yay! And let's start making circuit boards. Okay. An easy way to do this is actually like this. If you go and you do this, let me show you guys. If you do this, I'm gonna grab iron ingots. I'm gonna grab this. And I'm gonna send green circuits. That way you can do this. You can grab these, place it here, like so. I'm gonna say I'm gonna make circuit boards. So I'm gonna grab one from here. I'm gonna send one here, and I'm gonna grab one from here. Okay? Then let me just make this a bit better, like this. Make one there, and one there. Okay, then you can grab this, rotate it, and put another one there, and it will work. The only thing that you need to be careful is because you might get you might need to actually you might actually need to have green inserters or instead of yellow ones. Let's go with this. So basically, as you can see, I need to start. So these ones I need to just, there you go, and this will work. There you go. Okay. So I can just replicate this. I need power. Ooh, amazing! I can actually place power here. Just bam, and you can just spam these all the way through, and this will just make green circuits or green circuit boards, and each one will take 2 per second, so it's 2, 6, 2, 4, 6, 8. How are you? You shouldn't be. This is only 6 per second. Yeah. You're not being able to output it fast enough. Okay, let's make a few of these. Okay, oh shoot. Okay. They are not outputting them fast enough. So once I have green sorters, 2, 4, voila. 2, 1, let's make them. Good. Okay, now if I do this, okay, now things are getting. This guy is actually not being able to, so I need to remove this because this guy is not being able to output things fast enough. Okay, so 3 is the limit for now, but since we have so I can actually have 3 more plus 3, 3, 3. Okay, so I can actually make 12 more or 9 more of these things, and we'll be making lots and lots of green circuits. Okay, it's actually having enough difficulty to outputting the circuits. That's because here's why. It's outputting 2 green circuits per second, and this only does 1.5 trip per second. So we need to actually increase this to blue. And there you go. Okay, now this is being optimized. Okay. Now this is at 0, this is at 0, and this will also start. So this is kind of the best way that you can actually have this. Now, of course, I can just go here, rotate, and place another one like so. But I'm not sure if I will be able to actually have enough space to make things. There you go. Let's do it like this. Now I can remove this. Okay. I don't like to have unused materials on belts. Everything is being used, which is good. And there you go. How much time? Oop, an hour. I need to go, my friends. So basically what I'm going to do is in between this and the next video, I will do this. I'm going to make a lot more of these things, and I'm going to make them to all materials that we need. Okay? So this is copper, that's iron. So I'm going to make for everything that we have. I'm going to make it for silicone, for graphite or whatever this is, energetic graphite, everything. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that on video, as I've said, because I do play this game offline, and I've actually been avoiding playing this game offline because I want to show you guys things on video. But since many of the things that we do is, you know, just repeat, and this is one of them, I can make everything that I have here using logistic stations. So instead of you watching me do these things, because I think it's, you know, it's not exactly fantastic, I'm going to do them offline. And the next time, or hopefully the next time that I record, you'll see everything already done. And then it's just a matter of scaling up, solving some issues when things go down, showing you the new technologies, showing the new things. And that's it, my friends. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this little gameplay. And as always, I hope to see you all on my next video. Bye-bye.